I designed our fireplace with a simple, modern, flat look, which is perfect until it comes to hanging stockings. I'm on it, and I have to figure out somewhere to hang my stockings. My search involved 2 trips. The first one to Pinterest, where I found stocking stands. And this is the one that I like the best. It's by Kreg, and they have a tutorial online with measurements and a total how-to on how to do it, but you do need a table saw, which we don't have. So we made up our own design. And that took us to our second trip, which was to the Home Depot for supplies.
At the orange store, we bought several sizes of lumber. And to make it fit into our vehicle and make it easier to transport, I did have the 1x5s and a 2x8 cut in half for me. To create the main post, I started by cutting the 1x5s into 4 equal pieces of 47.5 inches. Once cut, I moved on to putting them together to create the post. This was done by forming a box with the 4 pieces. To assemble the 1x5s into a box shape, I placed 3 pocket holes on 2 of the boards, spaced somewhat evenly along one side. Now, these holes will be on the inside of the box, so no one will ever see them, but it should give the project a bit more strength and stability. To place the pocket holes, I used a Kreg jig. And I kept my vacuum close to where I was drilling to suction all the sawdust, since I was inside my garage doing this, and I didn't want to make too much of a mess. With the sun having come out later, I moved outside to continue placing my pocket holes. I placed 2 pocket holes on each end of the boards, but on the opposite side of the first 3 I just did. And for the end caps, or the top and bottom of the post, I cut 2 pieces from the 2x8 in roughly a perfect square of 7¼ inches. Since my miter saw is a little small to cut across the board, I had to revert to a circular saw to cut the board. I don't trust myself to cut perfectly square, so I did set up a guide with some clamps to help me with cutting the 2x8 straight. With the pocket holes all placed and the 2 end caps cut, it was now time to start assembling. I began by gluing and then screwing 2 sections together. Now each 1x5 board that has the pocket holes on the long side was attached to one without, making sure that the pocket holes placed on the end of the boards were all facing outward. Now to create our box. Using generous amounts of glue, and a brad nail gun to nail things in place while the glue set. Next up was attaching the post to its end caps. And with all that done and the glue all set, Anna wanted to start doing some sanding before I placed the trim to hide the pocket holes. This side of the end caps and these pocket holes aren't very nice to look at, so trim is needed to cover them. To accomplish this, the 1x2 pine will be used to cover the edges of the 2x8 construction lumber, while the 1x4 will be used to cover the pocket holes. I started first by measuring all 4 sides of the post and caps, and then I set to cutting my trim boards with 45-degree angles. Once I checked the fit, I glued and nailed the trim into position. With my part done, I handed it back to Anna to cover the nail holes and finish all the sanding.
The post is done. It's actually upside down right now, but I'm going to start staining it, and I'm going to be using this gel stain that I found under the stairs. It matches my house because the builders left it, but I'm going to start on the bottom so it's upside down, and I'm just going to gel stain it with a sock. Yeah, this technique actually works really well. You put a sock over your hand and then you dip it on the stain and you just stain. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Oh my gosh, but doesn't it look great? I think it's going to look so good in dark. My options were either white or dark stain, like white paint or dark stain, and I think the dark stain is just gonna look awesome. Okay, let's go. I know I'm staining the bottom too, but it kind of just gives me a feel to start. All right, I'm gonna flip it over and then do the rest of it. Well, the post is stained and oh, the color turned out really good. There are some spots that are lighter just because that's how the wood is. Like you can see one right there. I don't know if I'm gonna like that, so I'm just going to let it dry. And then if it still looks okay when it's dry, then I'm going to be able to seal it. Oh, I just noticed I missed a spot right here in this crack. So I'm gonna touch that up. But I think I like it, but you know me and stain, I'm always second guessing it. So I'm gonna just leave it. It's gonna dry and then I'll decide whether it gets another coat or not. But kind of hoping not, because I just want to put my stockings up. I am ready to seal this. I originally was going to wax it, but then I realized that's gonna be a lot of effort. So I'm just going to use just a sealer, just paint on some varnish. I am using an exterior one because that's what I have, and it works really well. It doesn't matter if it's still gonna work. I don't need many coats, and then once it's dry, Ralph can add the hooks on. So I'm just gonna start painting on the sealer. So close, and I really, really want to put the stockings up. Like, I have presents to put in the stockings, so I want to get going with this. All right. These are the hooks that I bought to hang the stockings, and I picked these because they were on clearance for $8, and I thought that was a steal, but they do really have a really pretty shape. So I still have to figure out how I want to hang them though. And when I say I want to hang them, Ralph, he is of course going to hang them. This involves like real measuring. So I think I want them kitty corner. So when I have the post standing, I can see both stockings at the same time. But I think they might need to be like one slightly taller than the other. I'm just gonna go grab the stockings and kind of play around and see how it will look best for Ralph to install them or hang them. Or what do you do? Do you install these?
We now have a place to hang our stockings that blends in with the clean, simple lines and look of our home. The design of the stocking stand is modern, with a touch of holiday nostalgia, which is the look that we wanted. Leave us a comment letting us know what you think, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and share this video. It would really help our channel. Thank you for watching, and have a Merry Christmas.
Okay, intro, okay. Do we have volume? I didn't even open my can yet. Don't even have the opener. I think it's gonna take me longer to open this can than actually like do any of the work. Yeah, I made this, isn't that crazy? And then I ended up running out of yarn, so my sleeves are different. This one has like a light gray band because I ran out of the dark gray. Okay, it might look like it's like nighttime, but it's only 2 in the afternoon and it's so dark. That's what I hate about winter, and the cold, and the snow, and the lack of sun, and anyways, okay.